So before the podcast, we were talking a little bit about the Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman.
I haven't seen it yet.
Documentary on Netflix. You haven't seen it yet. Do you plan on seeing it, Lee Newton?
I do actually very much plan on seeing it. We have a strong no Netflix cheating policy at our house.
That's tough. That's
it's incredibly tough because Delman falls asleep pretty consecutively after about 10 minutes in. So then I
can't believe you watched the rest of the 20-minute episode without me.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a real thing. I was dating somebody, and then I found out she continued to watch a series, and I was like, oh. No, you can't do that.
It feels like
really
it feels like betrayal. Yeah, it feels like betrayal.
It does, except for like I mean, all of you.
Here he comes.
He's doing it again.
What, Owen?
I would download Breaking Bad and watch it before my girlfriend got home, and then lie and say I hadn't watched the episode yet.
He would download Breaking Bad, and then he'd watch it before his
Breaking
girlfriend
Bad
came home.
would be a hard thing not to do that with.
Big and present.
I mean, Bree and I tried that at first, and then we were like, "This is not going to work. This is going to be the end of our relationship."
I really think because here's the thing, Del
you got to find what works for you.
You have to find.
He
what
doesn't
works.
watch.
have to find what
I
works.
watch everything. Like that's most people know this. Like if it is on television, I've seen it. Like more than
it's
likely.
impressive how much
Thank
you can
you.
intake.
Honestly, but it's also because it has been my entire life force and dream forever and ever and ever. Like
Yeah, you're
I
a TV
fucking
guy.
love sitcoms to die alone on my couch. That's pretty much
To never get. So it must be torture to not be able to get to the things you want to watch.
so it's a little bit frustrating. And then there's certain ones where, like, The Crown, which I'm like, I can only watch this episode 3 times with you falling asleep. The same episode.
So
I'm like,
you guys are
okay,
gonna
end of
listen.
story.
I'm not here to be. I'm definitely not the best relationship advice person.
No, I think it's fine.
But I think you guys need to talk about this. I mean, you might need to get to a point where it's like, look, we're gonna have to do this.
we have an understanding of like I'm gonna watch it, and then I'll rewatch it later, and I'll pretend. But it is a funny thing. I was watching Black Mirror. That was good. Joe.
Hell yeah, Joe.
Just trying the sound effects.
You guys seeing
game.
this on the
Pretty
camera?
good.
If you guys are watching this,
Aren't there things that like you would like that he definitely wouldn't like?
And I
vice
watch a lot
versa?
of those, like the Goldbergs and like Superstore, things like that. But I will also say there's been moments where like this season of Black Mirror was really great. And there was like a really touching episode, and I remember like literally crying during the episode. And I like look over to Delvin because we're married and we love each other. And I look over and he's like,
It's Hang the DJ. Was it Hang the DJ?
yeah.
no spoilers, please.
there's no
Because
No,
spoilers.
it's just saying that it's good.
I've seen the first 3
No,
episodes.
it was Hang the DJ, and it was.
I'm waiting on the last
So
3
beautiful.
episodes.
It's really beautiful, and it really was as a.
Ooh, that's
thank you.
nice.
Exactly.
That's very nice.
And that's why I don't put babies in a cup.
Yeah.
Unless
Joe
there's
hit
a robber, because they're not going to look in the cup for the baby.
They're never gonna look in that cup.
But I need a baby.
Robbers don't
though.
look in cups.
Just
It's
cups
true.
Here.
Put all your diamonds in a
jewelry.
cup.
You guys remember those catalogs where you'd like look through it and they'd have like the can that you can unscrew and hide your jewelry in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if they took the can?
Big time.
Yeah, what if they take the can? Well, I think now criminals just take cans.
We actually had, this is a true story. Growing up, my dad had one of those fake rocks for the
Oh,
key
those are
in the
nice.
house.
Yeah, those are nice.
Okay, side note, we have like 900 rocks outside of our
No. So you're just turning rocks over?
Oh, he's losing his mind.
As we like to call them
Just like,
decoys.
Now everybody look! And then it was like, put them in a pile if you've looked at it already. And it's just like, what are we doing?
But the criminals
Just-
know what to look for because it has a different
'cause it
like
has a
shimmer
completely-
to it.
But it
Yeah,
didn't.
a little
and it
plasticky
really-
shimmer.
That's the one with the fucking door on the bottom.
What's the one that
Pick up that rock, Lee. Pick up the. I can't. The bag's flashing my eyes. I can't see.
Man, there's one rock that looks not like a rock at all. It can't
yeah.
be that one.
I have seen it where they're like, take a rock, glue it to
definitely
the
look at
top
that
of a
one
pill
last.
bottle, put that pill bottle in the dirt. And I'm like, this is a nightmare.
Wait.
Like,
Oh,
glue.
like, I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, you like glue the pill bottle to
glue
the
pill
rock?
bottle to the rock.
That's
and
cool.
Then you like hide it
I'm
in
into
the
that.
dirt.
I'm
But
into
also,
that.
like, literally, if you're gonna say like, hey, okay, there's a robber in, can you check on the house? There's a rock, and there is a pill bottle at the bottom of the
Oh,
rock.
they're gonna be like,
is
oh, this is a
nightmare.
crazy
This is
person
a
we're
full-on
dealing with.
nightmare. Yeah, exactly.
Hide the
Sometimes the
microwave.
gophers
Parents
get
have,
into the pill bottle.
Parents do a lot of stuff like that where they really go to extreme levels. Like
Yeah,
my
hyperbolic
parents'
levels.
Wi-Fi password will be like incredibly complicated,
Yeah.
and it'll be like in their cabin that's like in the wood. Like there's no window
Very
around.
far away,
and it's
yeah.
Like, who
But
are,
every
what hacker
character
are you
means
trying
something.
to? Huh?
Every character means something.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it has to do with your
So-
family's history.
Yeah.
Also, there's, like-
You were born on a Thursday, so the first letter of the password is
Elliott.
T.
It's a mnemonic device, son. It's a mnemonic device.
But then there's also like they are also very naive. Like this over this Christmas break, my mom like got a phone call and she was like, our passcode is, and I was like, what are you doing? Like that's, and she's like, our date of birth is this. Oh, our anniversary. Oh my God. Hey, honey, the bank just called. Something's happening. Give them all your passcodes. I'm like, no.
They said
no.
give everything to the next
She's
person
like,
who calls.
my social security is 688. I'm like, stop talking right now.
That's
Okay, well,
hilarious.
listen,
So-
I'm gonna have to pause you guys for a second because I'm gonna tell you about a sponsor that we have to absolutely do, just really quick. And I hope
Jack
you guys are all
Johnson?
ready for this because
Jack Johnson. We're still
today's
Still here.
Wants to tell you that he still very much exists.
today's episode of Dynamic Banter is brought to you by Blue Apron. Mike and I have tried it. Anybody else here tried Blue
Yes,
Apron?
I've tried Blue Apron.
You like it?
I
Great.
like it.
Elliott like Blue
I
Apron?
would have liked
fan.
more mint
It's
in
so
my
easy,
recipe.
yeah.
Blue Apron would have liked more mint.
They're listening.
They're listening right now, and god damn it, do we know they are. Mike's
God damn it, do we know they are?
Let me tell you guys something here really quick about Blue Apron. They're just the #1 fresh ingredient recipe delivery service in the country. You all know that. I called up my dad the other day, and I said, Dad,
Steve Zaragoza,
Dad, it's
Senior?
Steve Zaragoza first. For
Barry
my dad.
Zaragoza.
Steve Zaragoza was my dad's name. Please call me Frank.
Steve Zaragoza.
And so I said, Dad, what is the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country?
What did he say?
And he said, why don't you ever call me when you're...
So what happened to all the chip bags?
What happened to all the chip bags, and why do they look like knives?
Where's Mom?
But he said, of course, Blue Apron, and I'll tell you what, Blue Apron's mission is to make incredible home cooking. There it goes. Accessible to everyone. And they achieve this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, building a community of home chefs. Oh my God, and I'll tell you guys what. For 8 weeks, okay? And this ends on February 26th.
Wait, I'm sorry. February?
February.
February.
This ends around February.
Blue Apron, check this out, is teaming with Whole 30 to bring you delicious recipes. Our menu will
For those of you
feature...
that don't know, Whole30 is a real go-getter of a situation.
You know about Whole 30?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah, it says here Whole 30. The menu is gonna feature 2
It's a
Whole 30
tremendous
approved
crossover,
recipes.
Steve. Tremendous.
It's great. Each week, check this out, like Mexican spiced barramundi with avocado, a tagarashi chicken lettuce cups with avocado, and how about this, kale and sweet potato salad. So kickstart your new year with Blue Apron and Whole 30, guys. This is going to be very great. Whole 30's delicious stuff. I can't wait to get my dirty ass hands on the food.
I want to make room
I got
for that.
so many questions.
Can't wait to cook food for my family without washing my hands. And I'll tell you guys what.
Might want to free up some space in the ad calendar.
Blue Apron. Blue Apron delivers fresh, pre-portioned ingredients, step-by-step recipes right to your door. There's 12 new recipes each week, so you'll never get sick of the meals. And I'll tell you what, guys, Blue Apron is treating Dynamic Banter listeners to a $30 off your first order coupon if you visit blueapron.com/banter. What happened to my music? So I'll tell you guys what. $30
pleasant. All of
off
that felt
your
great.
first order from blueapron.com/banter. And I'll tell you guys what, if you check out this week's menu, you'll get $30 off your with free shipping at blueapron.com/banter. You guys ready to hear some of these meals you'll be getting?
Please lay it on me, Steve.
How about this? Whole 30 approved seared steaks and warm lemon salsa verde with roasted broccoli and sweet potato. Whole 30 approved chicken and kale orange salad with spicy tahini dressing.
That sounds delightful.
There's a picture here and it looks delicious. How about the spicy pork and Korean
Tell
rice
me more
cakes
about
with
that
baby bok
chicken
choy?
and kale.
You guys into baby bok choy?
Everyone
That
speak
top right
at
looks
once
amazing.
during the ad read, so we have to do it as many times as possible for free afterwards.
And vegetable fried rice with togarashi peanuts. Ravioli. Call my doctor. Blue Apron. So guys, go to blueapron.com/banter. Get your $30 off your first order. Get your $30 off with free shipping. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. How about that?
You got a little nosebleed there, bud.
It happens sometimes when I'm reading copy.
Just what I'm reading.
Hey guys,
That was fun.
really quick.
Is that
You know,
the longest one yet?
No.
guys,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what. You know, it just you guys. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what right now. Are you guys? I'll tell you what. Have you guys ever heard of Bombfell?
Me personally?
Yeah, Mike.
Is that
Yeah.
clothes?
That's clothes.
Yeah, I've heard of Bombfell. Tell me more about it. I'm
Bombfell
actually genuinely curious.
is wonderful. It's a wonderful service. They basically assign you a stylist. You put down the types of things you like on a very easy website, and then
Is
they
it for
send
men?
you. It's for men.
Ah, okay, yeah. There's a for women one.
Is there a for women one?
Lee, you're going to want to plug your ears during the rest of this particular.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what it is. Bombfell is an easier way for men to get better clothes. You complete a simple questionnaire, and then bam, you're matched 1-to-1 with a dedicated personal stylist. And they never
yeah, I'd
charge.
like to style you.
Am I right? Am I right? And
This is Jeff, your stylist.
Jeff is
What
so
the fuck is up? Hey, it's Jeff.
Jeff is so pumped to style you.
is
Take your
Dylan,
pants
and I
off.
am
I'm gonna
on
put better
board.
ones on there.
Hey Jeff, I'm more into. I'm not
You
into
like
a.
Argyle?
I'm not into a tight fit.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm into more like a loose fit.
That's
Totally.
great.
You got that?
I know just
I
what
got
you want.
fucking anything that you want.
Can I get a nice
Could you
shirt?
do it again without
Yes.
swearing, Jeff?
Let's start this over.
You
So,
guys
guys-
hear of Bombfell?
Here's the thing, Bombfell never charges above retail price. They offer free shipping and returns, convenient home try-on, and the ability to preview and edit your stylist's picks before your order
That's nice.
ships. So I'll tell you, doesn't it suck? I'll tell you, to go at a store, I tell you, and doesn't it, I tell you, suck to go to a store and shop for clothes?
Hate stores.
I hate.
Not a fan.
I actually do hate that. That's
I
the
tell
thing.
you, Bombfell is an easier way to get clothes for men. They're fully personalized. Every piece has been handpicked for you by their stylist.
Jeff.
And the stylist emails you his or her selections, after which you'll have 48 hours to make any changes or even cancel altogether. You're in total control. You don't like what they picked, they'll pick another thing. It's very easy. It's very simple. I did it. I got a fancy outfit for it. I went to a ball in it.
That sounds easy and simple.
Then, when you receive the clothes, you have 7 days. You have 7 days to tell us what you want to keep. Send the rest back. Completely flexible. You can receive clothes when you want and can pause and cancel at any time. Guys, it's so easy. You just sign up. Tell us a little bit about yourself, measurements, style, preference, what you're comfortable with. You set up your order. Tell us what you want in your next order. Like, hey, I want 2 button-downs and a pair of jeans. Schedule when you want it. Or, hey, let them surprise you. You can get a preview email your stylist to put together with your clothing picks and send you a preview of that. You receive the clothing, and you have 7 days to try on after your shipment's delivered before we charge your card and pay for what you keep and return the rest. And, guys, for the ladies that are listening, Bombfell provides an option to sign up on behalf of your partner. So, Lee, if you want to sign up for Delman, you want to up his style game.
Honestly, I handpick everything.
He's
I
doing
am
pretty
pretty
good. I was
good.
going to say,
Delman.
he dresses pretty good.
Thank you.
He
Yeah,
does
yeah.
dress pretty good. Nice work. And I'll tell you guys what. Like I said, I ordered from Bombfell. I had a great experience, great stylist. Went to a,
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. He's. Can you pick him up? Elliot, can you pick him up?
Yeah. Hey.
And just prop him up in the
Hey,
chair?
he's dead, but he
Something
looks
like that.
good.
This looks really
All
good.
right, move his mouth.
Bombfell.
Just get
so
his mouth going.
easy, a
Okay.
baby in a
Touching his
microwave.
mouth. I don't like it, but I'm doing it.
the pieces of clothing I got were high quality, and I will emphasize it was easy and convenient when I needed it to be. And when it wasn't, it was convenient. So, guys, go to bombfell.com/banter. You're going to get $25 off your first purchase. Bombfell.com/banter. It's going to be great. This is exclusive. This is just for you guys. Bombfell.com/banter. Bombfell.com/banter.
Wait, what was that again, Steve?
Bombfell.com/banter. That's BOMBFELL
Slash.
.com/banter. Bombfell is a good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Do you have to do it again?
No.
We should, just for safety. We should start.
Can you start at Blue Apron and then we'll work
Yeah,
our way
let's just
back?
do
Do you
Blue
want us
Apron
to
one
just shut
time.
the fuck up for 2 minutes?
Have you guys ever had a Christmas where just kidding. So anyway, we before we were interrupted by money, We were talking.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We were talking about the Jim Carrey documentary on Netflix.
Jim and Andy.
And so Lee, you haven't seen it, so we won't spoil too much because
Okay.
you're gonna see it.
Here's what
But
happens.
actually, I can't
there's
even say it
nothing-
now because I have a theory.
It kind of does
Is there-
kill it. I
is
want
it
to
a
hear your theory.
It does
though.
kill it. I
Would
have
you
a
be
theory.
willing to plug your ears just so we can hear his theory?
Yeah.
Is it a
How long?
Is that
am
too
I
much?
gonna-
She knows what it's about.
I mean, you know what it's about,
There's
right?
no surprise twist.
I mean, I don't want to give her a certain way of thinking before she goes into it.
Sure.
Is
Can I
what
ask
is the
one
only thing I
question?
don't.
Yeah.
Can I ask one goddamn question?
Yes, certainly.
What are you guys going to be doing on Valleyfolk?
Oh, whoa. There's a left turn.
This is an answer you should know.
We do. We're going to be doing a weekly show and a weekly podcast, and then from there we're going to go to hopefully daily really quick, and then we're going to be doing a bunch of sketches. Lee had about 19 sketches that she pitched last night,
Yeah.
and we're going to start
I'd
trying
like
to
to move
produce
into narrative stuff. We have a show called Bad Influencers that I'd really like to see come to fruition.
It's
Heard of it?
basically treating it like we're going to have a pyramid, you know, and
then
at the
if
bottom
you buy,
there's
and
going to
then
be,
you
and then
get
I buy, and then
three
you
people
sell,
3 people to
buy.
and
buy.
then those 3 people get 3 people.
Yeah.
That money all goes to you.
Yeah.
The bottom is going to be sort of the daily show, the bread and butter, and then from there we're going to build out and start doing the things that are kind of our more passionate projects where we have more creative control over.
What are you guys, out of the 4 of you, what is the thing you'd like to do the most?
Start, Steve, or do you have an answer for that?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make funny shit with my funny friends.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
mean,
one.
and I know that's a bit general.
That's like the
and-
good
and-
friend answer. But what is
Yeah.
like if you could make like a fucking puppet show or something like
Oh,
that?
I mean, big picture is totally to make like weird shows and like fun, like I mean, I always skew towards the weirder shit, so I might have to like put a plug on it
Yeah.
on some of it, just in case for business reasons and for for business reasons.
Yeah, but whether or not that exists where we exist, we're hoping to create something that gives
Yeah,
us the
it's your
freedom where
business.
you're
Well,
like,
yeah, but
oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I
got
also-
the time to do Torty Cloud. on
Yeah,
the
I
side.
also have my
Like,
channel where I can do Tory
Yeah.
Cloud, and that's fine. That's where my weird brain vomit goes. But I mean, big picture is like, maybe Ben Franklin time traveler type stuff, like
Yeah.
where we're creating new characters that have like little adventures, or like we're putting out albums with like music. And when we do like our live tour type things, like we open
Yeah.
up with like a set of songs, original songs created just for Valleyfolk content.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my big picture. I want to do music and kind of like little short comedy things
Nice.
Yeah, man.
eventually.
That got real vague and then real specific
Yeah.
and then it ended on real vague again.
Yeah.
Elliot?
You'll find something in there.
Bad Influencers would be a big one, and then figuring out a way to do just comedy special. I want to basically, if it's a production company, I want to produce a wide variety of stuff. But the first would be like not necessarily my own comedy specials either. I think there's like so much talent out there that could be showcased in a better way.
Maybe there's friends of yours that would love to
I don't
want
to name names, but yeah, Mike Falzone would be
Andrew Delman.
whenever they would be asked
He
to.
said her name.
that
you
kind
can
of thing,
make a
and
sound.
then
Andrew Delman.
And then I really wanted to make a really good daily show that is different than what's out there and not YouTube-y or anything like that.
Sure. Lee?
Uh,
Was that a real fart?
Are you upset?
No, just curious.
You know you can
Are
make a
you
shank out of a
upset?
fart?
I have that tone sometimes
Like,
where I seem more upset.
Yeah.
I am. That's my.
That's it. Oh, that's his cross to bear, kid.
my
That
cross
is
to bear.
his cross to bear.
It's my cross to bear. It is.
Leonardo?
No, I agree with everyone that they're saying. I love the idea of live shows. I think like touring live shows is something that would be tremendously fun for all these people sitting around here. I would like to actually also kind of poke fun at a little bit of the fucking stupid generation that we're living in.
Sure.
We've
Our
seen
generation.
our generation. We've seen people vlog at weddings. We've seen, weird things.
Funerals.
Yes.
Yeah.
But really, we've seen things that I think we don't need. I think we need someone out there
Yeah.
to be like, this is fucking stupid.
Be in the world but not of it. Is
yeah,
the
exactly.
biblical
Exactly.
term.
But
Like,
I
we
also
will
feel like
exist
we're
and-
kind of we're definitely starting from scratch on this. And Joe said this when we were doing our live stream yesterday on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/thevalleyfolk, which we will be using and playing Quiplash games on probably a lot because it was fun and we had a great time. But Joe mentioned that, this isn't going to be source fed too.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be source fed at all. At the very least, what the show that we put on once a week could have elements of like a table talky commentary ish elements to them, but they won't be source fed shows. But the things that we're saying, like live shows and Ben Franklin type stuff and comedy and sketches, this I feel like in the timeline of the channel, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, in the timeline of the Valleyfolk channel, it feels like stuff like that won't even really happen until like maybe slightly earlier than when it happened on SourceFed. Like it was like,
which when you go back happened fairly quick.
It happened fairly quick, but there was like 2 years of us doing a daily show and building up what that was. That because I mean, like, imagine if like the first week.
Agree. I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't think it'll take that long.
Well, right, it won't take that long.
A business fight.
But it's like imagine if.
Can we turn the mics off first?
But it's just like imagine in the like we've obviously built something that long ago that you guys remember, and because of it, we're building a platform off of the success of that, and I'm very grateful for that. And so there is that element of it that allows us to kind of like start from a bigger area, from a higher up platform than SourceFed did. But imagine if like a month into SourceFed we started doing live shows. It kind of just, I don't think that happens right away.
Live shows. Yeah.
Right.
You're talking about we're building a house of comedy.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly what it is. It's a house of comedy.
We do need to have a foundation, and that foundation is going to be that daily show, and that daily show is going to be what we think is kind of being asked for, and that's our personality-based show where we have freedom to be ourselves, improv, play with each other, laugh, and right after that, and that'll be the podcast as well. A little different, of course. We have some great ideas, by the way.
We certainly do.
But
I'm
then
excited to see both of you on camera.
as we establish that and get going forward, we're gonna have the freedom and the flexibility to make everybody's comedy endeavors come true.
Yeah.
It's literally
That's
a
the
dream
most
come true.
important part,
It's the
right?
ability. It's a freedom for us to go like we can get into the timeline of everything from like a strategy point of view, but the reality is that what the whole idea behind the Patreon was like, okay, if we lay a certain amount of groundwork down where we know that we can pay rent and we're not going to starve to death, we can literally go, okay, this is what I want to do, and each of us can go, all right, we're going to go write it, we're going to figure it out, we're going to find a way to shoot it, and then there will be a way to get it out to the world. And I think that is the dream for me anyway, is just be like, okay, I don't have to wait on somebody now to like do this. I can be like, all right, here's this person, here's this, here's a small budget, and then we have this product. If it goes up immediately or if it goes up 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the road, I don't, that's not my like expertise, but the reality is we get to do whatever we want.
Yeah, we want it to be a multi-pronged attack.
It'd be really funny if you guys did the Patreon and it was unbelievably successful like it is, but then you guys, for the rest of like the life of the thing, it would just be going on shows and explaining
And
what's
talking about
going
it.
on.
That's the risk.
Back to
Yeah.
Andy
Oh my
Kaufman.
God, that is
stuff.
so Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
That's so good.
God.
Guys, sorry.
Wow.
Cat's out of the microwave.
Because
Yeah.
you want to hide him.
No, but just before,
We're tired of hiding our cat.
Yeah.
Look under a
Say-
rock.
Please stop breaking
put a
into
nice
our
little,
comedy.
Yeah, right. Let's wrap it up. Put a nice little bow on it. We're gonna start our show, our 2 weekly shows, one podcast, one show, and then after that, we're making sketches and we're making music. It's the freedom to just mess around and be transparent with everybody watching and just try some stuff. There's going to be some comedy
Also to like
experimentation.
bring you guys along with us. I mean, I don't know. I continue to be kind of blown away by everyone that is supporting us and everyone that like is saying such wonderful things. Like it feels very good to like be re-engaged with all of you and be like, oh shit, like let's do this, like all as a unit, like let's do this, let's get excited, let's put this stuff out there.
A cool thing too is I think that like one weird kind of skill, but like when we were at SourceFed, skill's probably not the right word. When we were at SourceFed, we kind of inadvertently learned to do things so cheaply that like I think that's what I kind of get excited about, is we're going to be able to make such a high quantity of stuff that we want to make because of this weird ability to kind of like produce things on a shoestring budget.
Right.
And that will allow us to make just such a variety of things that I think will be higher quality, because the quality is going to be in the writing and in performances and in like the execution, but not in like you know, a lot of money gets thrown around. I think we've seen, especially in our kind of sub industry, and I think that we can avoid that and then just continuously push things out to the audience. And I think that's
everyone at this table knows that like there was plenty of stuff at SourceFed that would get denied because you would come up with it, and they are it was such a number hungry situation that it was kind of one of those things that when something like this comes up where you do have complete creative freedom, it's incredibly exciting to be like, oh, now I'm actually going to do Turd Stick. You know, like,
oh, Turd
for
Stick.
the
We're going to
love
bring
of
Turd Stick
God,
back?
I am going to do Turd Stick.
Oh,
For
hell
6 years
yeah.
she's been pitching
Yeah.
Turd Stick.
Yeah.
Turd Stick.
You know
I mean, we're going to have to
It'll
talk
be
about
huge.
Turd Stick.
We'll
I mean, we're not
have to
going to say it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, not
Even
everything
more
can
than,
just
like,
happen.
Format or you know, money stuff or whatever. There's nothing better than seeing people have fun with what they're making. Because
Totally.
a lot of people are making stuff and they don't even realize that they're not having fun.
I know,
Right.
it's remarkable.
Right, and that's
Until
the
it's
key.
too late.
That's the key that I
Right.
keep stressing
And
is
they're
that
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we can't overthink it too much, and we just got to be laughing. Like
Yeah,
that's the
Yeah.
thing. And
We were
enjoying
talking,
it.
and I think a lot of that will come from, and I'm saying this mostly for the people who are our patrons, but anybody in general, or if you're considering doing the Patreon, because what we're going to essentially do is find someone who knows how to handle these things better than we do, so that we can focus on like
The
that
comedy.
kind of stuff. Yeah, because like none of us want to be in the game of worrying about that, and I get stressed out about it because it's like it is a daunting thing that has happened this week, and I think that we're just going to kind of find somebody to outsource that so that we can
I
focus
wrote a
on
letter to
making good
Marshall
shit.
Mathers. I hope he comes on board.
Is that true?
Yeah, I wrote a letter.
What did he think about? What did he think about Turd Stick?
Oh, he
He's out. He's out. He's out. Marshall Mathers is out.
His new album. Did you listen to his new album?
No.
not yet.
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
listen.
yeah.
You wouldn't. You
It's a
wouldn't.
little all over the place. I
Not
would
a
say.
fan.
Oh,
Not a
I
fan.
thought it was pedantic.
You guys talking about Eminem? Is that his
Yeah.
real name, Marshall Mathers?
There's definitely some fire on it.
Do you get it?
There's definitely some fire.
Marshall Mathers. Both of them start with M.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes, I would like to talk about Mariah Carey for a second. I did see a very good clip of her burning Eminem real good, and it made me happy.
What'd she say?
They were like, can you say 3 positive things about Eminem? And she was like,
No.
they come in a bag and you can carry them around with you. And it was like so quick and so funny. And I was
Who
like,
said that?
Mariah
And then her
fucking
eyes roll
Carey.
back in her head.
She was like,
The Illuminati took her out.
Demon tentacle.
And then she took off her mask and it was John Stone. Or whatever.
James Stone, porn star.
no, nothing, James Stone.
Does she not like Eminem, or was she just trying to be
No,
funny?
I think she doesn't like him.
Okay.
I think there's like a plenty of people.
I'm
that she
sure
doesn't
Eminem.
like. Oh, public domain.
History.
Holiday Road.
Well, guys, right now is normally the time on the show when we do History Road, but because I would hate to make 4 people sit here and listen to a story that one of you lovely listeners wrote,
That's a
especially
little
when they're
insulting right
well,
off the bat.
especially when their time is
Sounded
precious.
mean.
Sounded mean.
Their time is precious.
It sounds like your mind and heart is in Valleyfolk, and you just said fuck Dynamic.
it just
Banter.
means I love History Road, but I don't want to read a story and make our friends sit here.
Yeah, God forbid it be part of the
You know
show.
what I mean?
Nice.
But
Aren't you the one who says respect the format?
but
all
you know
the time?
what? I will respect.
The problem with Mike is he always hides his feelings.
Elliott's trying to teach me how to suppress things.
You're like,
am.
you're like a ticking time bomb,
not
Mike.
working.
You gotta let some of that out.
Next week we will do 2 History Roads. And that will make up for the lack of History Road on this episode. But also, I'm more concerned about people that need to leave very soon.
Just know that if you're listening to this,
Who could that be?
just know that if you're listening to this, I'm on your side, and I'm the good one.
We all like Mike the best.
If you don't have any short history roads, you don't have
listen,
a
I'm just
history
trying to
This
Let's
tastes
driveway.
like this is just liquid sugar replacement. That's
I'm just.
all that
It is absolutely
Liquid
is.
bathroom soap.
That's all that is.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
trash.
totally. You think this is trash?
Yeah, it's trash.
Wow.
You know what I heard?
Do you
Did
like
you
the
see it? Did I
cucumber
tell you about
one?
this tweet
Sorry,
I heard? This LaCroix tastes like you're drinking carbonated water and somebody shouts a specific fruit from the
Yeah.
other room.
Oh, that's really good.
fruit.
That's really good.
Oh, man.
Wait, what was the one?
Yapple.
What was the tweet? What was the tweet you said there was about
that
Star
was
Wars?
good.
Please
Oh,
tell
somebody
us.
said- You're not going to believe it. I was at the screening for The Last Jedi, and the entire audience just started shouting, "The town, the town, the town," until eventually the movie theater gave in and played Ben Affleck's The Town.
That's amazing.
It's so fucking good. All right.
I wish
well,
I knew who wrote it. I would give credit, but I
I know.
don't.
I'm sorry.
Oh
if you
boy,
guys
oh
know,
wow,
let
you
us know.
guys! What a great podcast.
Oh
we
boy,
had.
oh wow. Well, anyway,
Mom is hot.
thank you guys
No,
for
it's-
coming on the show.
Mom is hot.
Joe, do you want to handle all the URLs and links and stuff people
Please.
can go to support
This is
Valleyfolk?
all so new that I'll probably get it
Well,
wrong.
especially if just one of you does
it's
it. I
all
think
it's
we'll have a
everything.
great
It's
time.
socialmedias.com/the Valleyfolk.
Yeah, basically
Nothing's
anything
off
the
the
Valley
beaten
Folk.
path,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Although I
Patreon.
think our Twitter is the Valley Folks.
I don't think so.
No.
Somebody else grabbed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's somebody
That's
else.
not us.
I actually got that thinking
Yeah.
I'd be ahead of the curve. But
Good
But
for
but
you,
but
Mike.
but that is a good thing that I want to keep reiterating. The Patreon right now is the most important thing, but to be able to watch all the things that the Patreon will birth, please support all those channels.
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
Is this?
No, I didn't make that.
Nope, that's not us.
And I haven't.
But it looks good.
it says FP. stands
There's
for
twitter.com/the
fan
Valley
page.
Valley.
That's what it is.
But also we'll do we grab the Snapchat yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we got the Snapchat. Just follow them all. We're gonna try. And the
Um,
Facebook, because when I was saying earlier,
think
it's gonna be a
Snapchat's
multi-platform attack. Because
if we haven't grabbed it, please don't grab
the
it.
world that we live in, as a lot of you know, is that you can't be just YouTube anymore.
Well,
We were actually
You know what
going to
we
be
don't have
called multi-platform attack.
we should totally. I mean, maybe not here, but we should totally talk about all the other names we threw in the hat for the channel.
Oh
I
man,
don't
there were some
remember
bad
all
ones.
those.
I don't even remember.
I had one.
We're gonna
I had
have
some
to.
bad ones. It's not worth it right now. But can I make a plug real fast?
Sure.
Can if anybody is
channel?
listening who is in Boston, Massachusetts, or in the area,
Boston!
on February 21st at 8 p.m. I'm going to be
February 21st.
headlining, and Laugh Boston, and also performing will be Mike Falzone, and we are going to hang out with you afterward. It's my birthday show, and I'd love for you to be there. You can get tickets by just Googling Laugh Boston Elliott, and you'll find it, and there's links in my social media and all that stuff as well, and I'd love for you to be there.
I'm gonna make one little plug as well.
Sure, go for it.
That involves all of you at the table. We created a really cool game show over at Smosh, youtube.com/Smosh, called You Posted That.
Very good show.
All of the people at this table have been on an episode except
Yeah.
for myself. And
You know, is that gonna
But go
change?
check it out. There's the SourceFed Returns episode with Steve, Mike, and Lee, and
Yep.
it's really funny. And then there's the episode with Elliott C. Morgan with Ethan Klein from H3H3 and Jack's Films, and it's a really, really, really good show.
It's so
and
much
I'd
fun.
love everybody to check it out.
It is a
because
good show, and I'm glad the audience is so universally warm to it. You know,
They are.
they have a. Are they?
They
Some of
are.
the
Was that a
subsets
joke?
of that audience seem
Well-
very angry
Well,
at everything.
what you're dealing with, which is the brilliant thing of the show, not to get into the weeds of it too much, is that 4 different audiences are
Yeah.
converging.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
to
I didn't
hit.
think about
So
That's
that.
it's
always
like-
strange.
So
Get
like
out of the
Ethan's audience
weeds.
is like, oh, what is a Smosh? But also, who's that Ethan? Who's that Elliott guy?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? But it's really cool.
I
It's
didn't
really
even
fun.
mean
Like that
meeting
one
against me,
time
I don't-
Trish and I were on Epic Mealtime and we got destroyed by Epic Mealtime's audience.
But I want to thank you guys for being on the show because it was
Thank you for asking.
Dude, thanks for
Yeah, I
you
had a
guys
great
were
Thanks
the
for having
pilot,
us, Joe.
and that you guys proved to us that the show could work and that it could freaking be awesome. So
I was supposed to be there on y'all's episode, but I was getting my butt eaten out by a demon in Septic's film.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
in some like old like Renaissance paintings, that's how they depicted the flu.
yeah.
I would
Really? Just a demon eating a butt?
yeah, yeah.
Did
we
you
gotta
just
get
make
that demon
up?
up.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
A Renaissance painting of a flu alone is like, well, of
Hey,
course, this represents the flu.
How do we explain the flu?
Lee,
A
Many
painting,
people
first
die
of all,
by
is the way to go, not a drawing.
Lee, do you have anything to plug so
Oh,
that, and then Elliot can
yeah.
make fun of you while you do
Yeah,
it?
can I?
Yeah, absolutely. I am currently doing my best work over Instagram. Having a great time. I have a comedy show on February Blurgadurg in Brighton, California.
Ooh, she took her opportunity to plug to
And,
continue to make fun of
Blurgadurg.
Elliot.
Yeah.
And I just want to say
warrantless.
that in my birthday.
Just bully. Just a bully of a
Straight up
person.
bully.
Come on my birthday.
It's definitely bullying.
Side note, I, for the last 3 years, have been tweeting very random days, happy birthday, Elliott Morgan.
Always takes off.
It always takes off.
Yeah.
It is my favorite
Can
thing
I tell
to
a
do.
story about that?
What if every time you said happy birthday to somebody, they actually gained a year? So Elliott's like 230
Oh, I feel
years
horrible.
old.
I
Or I
feel
thought you meant just
horrible.
gonna live
All of his
that
friends
long.
are going to die.
Then we could all collectively say happy birthday to Trump together.
When I went to the Woods premiere, I showed up at the theater, and the girl who played my girlfriend in the short, her name's Mimi, and she's great, and it was her and her boyfriend James, and they came up to me and they were like, happy birthday, and it was like this packed theater of all like the Sugar Pine, a bunch of SourceFed people were there, and they were like listening, and they came up and they're like, happy birthday, and, like, didn't you have a birthday? And I was like, no. I was like, I think I was like, wait a minute. I was like, do you follow Lee Newton on Twitter? and they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh no, Lee just randomly says that it's my birthday. And then she was like, oh, we got you a cake. And and she looked so upset, like she looked like she
Just dumps the cake
had
in the
been so
trash.
excited
That's
about it.
so
And
funny.
apparently they got me this cake. It was a beautiful cake.
Oh my
like it
God.
was
I'm so
tiny. It was like
upset that
artisan.
they told him because I wanted him to just have a cake brought out to
Yeah,
him. And for
they
them
were
to
gonna bring out-
Happy birthday.
Yeah, we did a Q&A, and they were gonna bring the cake out during the Q&A with this. And I was like, if that had happened, that would have been.
The best.
But
the
it
best.
was
so
still
good.
great. So
So good.
I think that's as good as the fake happy birthday.
You
thing we
say
get, but we'll
that
see.
now, but I'm going to
Yeah.
continue to
We'll
do
see.
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe someone
Happy
will go to
birthday.
Elliott's Amazon wish list. Do you have a link to that?
No, I don't have a wish
It's
list.
just
Okay, well.
15 bidets.
It
That's
would
very
be.
humble of you to not have an Amazon
I
wish
sent my
list.
mom Christmas list, and she sent back. It had like a manly candle, and it had some bed sheets and a T-shirt, and she sent back LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, mom's using
manly candle.
the
Can I get a
internet.
What's a manly candle? Like?
Smells like leather and
rust. This one smells like punching.
It smells like piss. Piss and shit.
It smells like, why don't you love me, Dad?
smells like being crushed by modern feminism.
It's lilacs, but it's actually just wax in a discarded potato chip bag.
Yeah. You microwave it.
Joe, Mike, what do you have to plug, baby?
I got a lot of shows coming up.
You could probably do a clean plug of the Boston show.
We're
So
in
got
Boston
trampled
on the 21st of February, and also on the 20th of this month is the next Friends and Friends crowd work show. Lee, I've been nothing but nice to
Yeah,
you.
I actually, I didn't know
Wow, that's the line I should have been using for the past 5 years.
I actually didn't know you were doing that show, so I stopped immediately.
Lee, this reminds you. Do you want to be on the show? There's actually an Eventbrite for that one. So if you want to go online,
We're gonna
and
be
type
really
in
successful.
Mike Falzone, Friends of Friends crowd work show. It's at the Open Space on Fairfax.
Great show. Crowd work show is so fun and
It's
cool.
gonna be fun. There's no prior written material. We show up. We talk to you guys in the audience. You've never been a more important person in the audience.
All right, well, guys, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having us. I had a great time.
Me
Yeah,
too,
it was
and it
nice.
wasn't as chaotic, as insane as we thought it would be.
It's pretty good, yeah.
So-
Not? I feel like was it?
I had a terrible time.
I feel
We
like
also
you're
have
not
a
doing
show
very well.
tonight. No, I'm just not doing anything.
We have shows
sitting in the
tonight,
back.
tomorrow, and Saturday. If
No,
you're,
no, I mean tonight,
Oh,
as in
at
like
tonight,
when
Friday.
this comes out.
Yeah.
In Chino Hills at the Dirty Penguin. Come down and see
That's a
us.
cool show too.
Well, guys, once again, the Valleyfolk on all social media, and go to patreon.com/the Valleyfolk to help us out. Become a patron of the Valleyfolk.
We're trying to get to
be a part.
5,000.
Trying to get to 5,000 patrons in the immediate future. And guys, become a part of the Valleyfolk community. And, it'd be great. We're going to make some cool shit, and we can't wait for you guys to be a part of it. So, guys, thank you for listening to this episode. And now for the rest of the episode, we're going to listen to the commentarium of Big with Lee Newton as Pennywise.
I am Penny Marshall.
Yeah.
Now, have you tried to find one of those shark cats?
I would love
Impossible.
to.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah, it probably would be really difficult to find.
eBay shark hat won in the first 3 minutes of Big.
That was a headgum podcast.